Hello everyone, it's Livia here. Today the video is an illustration I did of a flower, a rose. I did these two roses on the iPad, so this is a sketch I did on Procreate. And I decided to make this as a watercolor piece. And this is what I came up with. I think it's not like my best one, but since it has been quite a long time that I don't do watercolor, it's good to be back and work out ways to do it properly again. So this is before and after. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to explain how I do everything from start to finish. And please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, so I can make more video for you guys. And I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. So I'm gonna use this watercolor paper here. It's not my favorite, but I'm the crazy lady that loves to buy watercolor paper. And when I saw this squared one, I never had like a proper squared one, so I decided to buy this one. It's 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters from Fabriano, which is a very good brand in general. I've tried it before, but yeah, I've tried better ones, but it's a nice one. It has a bit of texture, and then you just ASMR for you guys. Yeah, just rip it off, or you can just draw here if you want, but since I'm gonna use the light table, I have no other option. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just centralize this, which is kind of like here, and I'm gonna get some tape so we can tape that. Just using washi tape, just got some from my collection here. Oh, never used this one. Cute one. I like to remove part of the glue just in case, although washi tape is not very strong. So I'm gonna tape the bottom and the side just in case. Yeah, then it's firm. Until I finish, I'll be secure that it's not going anywhere. So I'm gonna use some Winsor & Newton watercolor, my usual. That's what I have. I just have Winsor & Newton. I don't have any other watercolor, never tried any other, but I'm sure there are plenty more that are really as good as or better. Anyways, these are the brushes I might work with. Maybe not the biggest one because it's too big. We'll see. So before we start, I decided just to show you guys my setup. I'm left-handed, so I leave one cloth here on my left side with the brushes, two mugs or cups with filtered water. Yeah, my watercolor set is here, paper's done, and the lights I'm using are these not very effective ones here, but that's what I have for now. Yeah, let's do this. So what I like to do first, not what I like, what I have to, is to choose the colors, right? The lighting is not very good for this at the moment, so I'm just gonna put this here for now. If I put the light down, it will be easier for you guys to actually see. I wanna do kind of a rose flower, like a rose. So I get my brush and I will try to choose the colors. I love this color I'm choosing now. It's like it's pink, but it mixes very well, like with a brick color. Always remember that watercolor is never that intense as the one you get on the palette. So it's always gonna be much more washed out, especially after it dries out. But for me to achieve this color, I like to get some red, pink-ish colors and then a little bit of brown. So it's more like a, yeah, I love this kind of color. And what I forgot to say is that I always have some spare paper. I found one that was a sketch that I didn't work out, and then I just get that color and try it on here. And I am going to do some green as well for the stem and the leaves. Well, that's very nice palette there. And maybe a darker shade, more like for the another shade of green. This one is a bit dirty already with gray. It's like a gray wash, so I could use that. And now I might do some yellowish tone as well, so I'm gonna get this color. More things, so yeah, look at this yellow. Okay, so there you have it. My color palette will be something like that. I might change my mind in the way, which usually I do, but let's see. And I'm gonna start from top to bottom, so the flower first, because then we can work on that after. So I just get some of the color and I start. For example, now I know that I want the light to come out like this way. So what I need to do now, I'm just contouring everything, but I need to take the leftover here, this part that is darker, to the other way, which is gonna be the shadow. It doesn't have to be all perfect, but then that's style. Everyone will do the way they like to. I like to do a little bit very like perfect, following the lines, and then I leave some things without following everything, painting everything together. And I let it dry for now, and I go for another one. I'm gonna speed up a little bit because there's not much to say here. Okay, so one thing I could say now is that if you don't want any petals, in this case, to interfere on the other one that's next to it, try to do sparse ones, because then, for example, this one will dry out, then I can come back to the ones that are next to it, then I go back there. Because if you do all the ones together, they are gonna mix up, and then if that's not the kind of look you're looking for, it's gonna be messy. So can you see the difference here, that this is much darker than the ones that I did last? It's basically because I put some more water in the mixture that we did in the start, and when I go to apply it on paper, I just dry my brush a little bit more. So it's the same tone of colors, the same color, but I'm just adding more water and letting the brush a little bit drier, and it changes everything, and it makes a very nice contrast of light and shadow. If I think this is too much, I just dry my brush in the piece of cloth, and I go back with the brush and I remove some of the ink. Then it's much lighter. I remove whatever it needs to be removed. So I'm just using painter's tape, and I remove a little bit of the glue. Okay, so now I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna turn off the light so you guys can see. That's how it looks at the moment. I quite like it. It's very soft, but obviously we can add more later to it. And now I'm gonna do a little bit of the leaves. Okay, so watercolor done. This is what we have. I think it looks okay for me. Ooh, one mistake here, that's fine. And now I'm just gonna let it dry for a little bit. And I was thinking about adding more watercolor, but I kind of like it this way. So I'm gonna let it dry and I'm gonna go for some coloring pencils. Okay, so now that everything is all dry, I'm gonna add a little bit of color to it, but using pencils now. So I have here some Polychromos, and I have some Carand'ache as well, that if you have watched any of my videos, you've seen them before. This box as well. I'm just gonna put aside here. I'm trying. So cold today. My hands are freezing. So basically, I go back to that paper where we did the samples, and I try to find a color that will match the watercolor, basically. So I think this is a good one. And the other thing I like to have with me is a sharpener, because I don't like when the pencil is round like this. So I just sharpen everything. So this is what I chose. It's a nice color palette. Really like it. So let's work with that and see. So I could turn on the light again, so we have the lines, which is really cool. I'm gonna add some of them later on, but for now I'm gonna leave them off. And yeah, I'm just gonna add a few things here and there. Okay, so now I got here an eraser and a 0.3 mechanical pencil. I'm gonna erase some of the dark things that I did because I didn't like them very much. I'm gonna leave it just a little bit. And now I'm gonna turn back on the light table. I'm just gonna use the mechanical pencil to just draw some lines, not all of them though. Okay, so yeah, it's something like this. I'm just going to remove the tape now. You can see it's not damaging the paper. And just close. Don't ever forget to sign your art. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Yeah, that's it. Let me know what you guys think of this. If you like this kind of video, if you like watercolor, because I do love watercolor as well. And please don't forget to subscribe so I can make more videos for you guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.